The 1967 Pontiac GTO is a legend in the world of muscle cars, capturing the essence of raw power and American automotive excellence. With its aggressive styling, roaring V8 engine, and thrilling performance, the 67 GTO set the standard for high-performance vehicles of its era. It wasn't just a car, it was a statement of speed, freedom, and dominance on the road. Even today, it remains one of the most sought-after classic muscle cars. But what made this model so iconic, and why does it still turn heads after more than 50 years? Let's dive into the legacy of the 1967 Pontiac GTO. Today, we'll talk about Pontiac GTO 1967. So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, also subscribe to my channel. The Pontiac GTO is one of the most legendary muscle cars in American history, and the 1967 model is widely regarded as one of the finest of its generation. Often called the Great One, the 1967 Pontiac GTO was the culmination of Pontiac's vision to create a powerful, stylish, and performance-driven car that would dominate the streets and racetracks alike. The GTO was a statement, an expression of American engineering, power, and attitude during the height of the muscle car era. The birth of a legend. The Pontiac GTO was first introduced in 1964 as an option package for the Pontiac Tempest. It was developed by a group of innovative engineers, including John DeLorean, who believed that stuffing a big engine into a smaller, lighter car would create a powerful and exciting vehicle. The idea was simple but revolutionary. At the time, General Motors had restrictions on large displacement engines in smaller cars, but the Pontiac team found a way around it by offering the GTO as a trim package rather than a standalone model. This clever move helped the GTO bypass corporate regulations and hit the streets with raw power and performance. By 1966, the GTO had become its own model due to overwhelming success. The 1967 model brought refinements that made it even better, making it one of the most sought-after muscle cars of all time. This was the year the GTO perfected its look, performance, and driving experience, setting the standard for muscle cars that followed. Design and styling. A true classic. The 1967 Pontiac GTO had a bold and aggressive design that turned heads everywhere it went. It featured a distinctive split grille with stacked headlights, giving it a menacing and stylish front-end look. The chrome trim, sleek body lines, and sculpted fenders gave it a muscular stance that emphasized power and speed. One of the key visual updates for 1967 was the removal of the tri-power badging on the fenders, a move that made the car appear even sleeker. The signature Coke bottle shape was more pronounced than ever, creating a flowing and aerodynamic profile that defined the muscle car aesthetic of the late 1960s. Pontiac also introduced optional hood-mounted tachometers, a feature that added to the car's sporty appeal and was loved by performance enthusiasts. The GTO was available in a variety of eye-catching colors, including regimental red, Tyrol blue, and linden green, each enhancing the car's aggressive persona. Buyers could also opt for a black vinyl roof, adding an extra touch of sophistication. Whether as a hardtop coupe or a convertible, the 1967 GTO was a car that exuded style and power in equal measure. Power and performance, built for speed. Under the hood of the 1967 Pontiac GTO packed a serious punch. The base engine was a 400 cubic inch, 6.6-liter V8, producing 335 horsepower and 441 pound-feet of torque. This powerful engine was paired with a 3-speed manual transmission as standard, but buyers could upgrade to a 4-speed manual or a 3-speed automatic transmission for better versatility. For those who wanted even more power, Pontiac offered the 400 Ho high-output V8, which delivered 360 horsepower and 438 pound-feet of torque. This version included a hotter camshaft, a free-flowing exhaust, and improved carburation for enhanced performance. The most extreme version of the 400 Ho was the Ram Air Package, which introduced a functional hood scoop, heavy-duty valve springs, and improved air intake. Though Pontiac officially rated it at 360 horsepower, many enthusiasts believe its actual output was closer to 380 to 390 horsepower. The GTO was built for straight-line speed. With the right setup, it could sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just over 6 seconds and complete the quarter mile in around 14 seconds, a serious performance feat for the 1960s. The car's aggressive acceleration, combined with its deep, throaty exhaust note, made it a force to be reckoned with on the streets. Driving experience, muscle meets refinement. Unlike some muscle cars of its era, the 1967 GTO wasn't just about raw power, it also offered a refined driving experience. Pontiac introduced key mechanical improvements that enhanced handling, braking, and comfort. One of the biggest upgrades was the introduction of front disc brakes, which were available as an option for the first time. This was a major leap forward in safety, as the GTO's powerful engine needed strong stopping power. The car's suspension was also fine-tuned to provide better stability and cornering ability, making it a more well-rounded performer on the road. The interior of the GTO was designed with comfort and luxury in mind. It featured bucket seats, a wood-grain dashboard, and an array of gauges that gave the driver a race-inspired cockpit. Buyers could opt for a center console with a floor-mounted shifter, adding to the sporty feel of the cabin. Pontiac also offered a rally gauge cluster with a built-in tachometer, further emphasizing the car's performance credentials. For those who want a more relaxed driving experience, the GTO came with available power steering and air conditioning, luxuries that were not common in muscle cars at the time. This balance of power and comfort made the 1967 GTO a perfect car for both weekend cruising and high-speed racing. Cultural impact and legacy. The 1967 Pontiac GTO wasn't just a car, it was a symbol of an era. It represented freedom, power, and rebellion, making it a favorite among young drivers and car enthusiasts. The GTO became a pop culture icon, appearing in movies, television shows, and songs. One of the most famous references was in the song Little GTO by Ronnie and the Daytonas, which celebrated the car's speed and appeal. The GTO also played a significant role in launching the muscle car wars of the late 1960s and early 1970s. Other manufacturers, including Ford, Chevrolet, and Dodge, scrambled to create their own high-performance machines to compete with Pontiac's success. The result was a golden age of muscle cars, with legendary models like the Chevrolet Chevelle SS, Ford Mustang Mach-1, and Dodge Charger R/T all taking inspiration from the GTO's formula. Collector's dream: restoring and owning a 1967 GTO. Today, the 1967 Pontiac GTO remains one of the most desirable classic muscle cars. Its timeless design, impressive performance, and historical significance make it a prized possession for collectors. Well-preserved examples can fetch high prices at auctions, especially those equipped with the 400 HO or Ram Air engines. Restoring a GTO requires dedication and attention to detail. Many enthusiasts take great pride in bringing these cars back to their original glory, whether through full frame-off restorations or period-correct modifications. Authenticity is key, and original parts, matching numbers, engines, and factory color schemes can significantly increase a car's value. Owning a 1967 GTO is more than just having a classic car. It's about preserving a piece of automotive history. It's about experiencing the thrill of driving one of the most influential muscle cars ever built and carrying on the legacy of an era when horsepower ruled the streets. The 1967 Pontiac GTO stands as one of the greatest muscle cars of all time. Its blend of stunning design, breathtaking power, and cultural impact make it an icon that continues to inspire car lovers worldwide. Whether you're a classic car enthusiast, a muscle car collector, or simply someone who appreciates automotive history, the GTO is a legend that will never fade. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.